which is a lot. And 2.5 hours before sunrise, that means like, let's say sunrise, half an hour before sunrise. Let's say sunrise is like 7:15, you can shoot them at 6:45, and half an hour after sunset, which means if sunset is 6 o'clock, and you could shoot them at 6:30.
But only on those dates, through those dates?
Yep, well, that's the season open, that's open.
Okay.
Cottontail rabbits, and same with that. A day, you can shoot 3 a day, 25 a year. European hare, I've really never seen these around Connecticut at all.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, shoot 1, 10, probably because they're endangered in Connecticut. Snowshoe hare, which you see every now and then, you can shoot 10, you can shoot 10 per season. 2 per day. Woodchuck, no limit.
Wow.
No limit, and then same hours.
Same with beavers.
Yeah.
Beavers are disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting. Which is
Oh,
Yeah.
here, this is what I'm interested
Upland birds. Pheasants. You can shoot 2 per day, 10 per year, which it's different in some places. Like I hunt at private clubs. The clubs that I hunt at, you can only shoot 10 per day and 4 per week. So that means you can go out, shoot 2 birds on Monday, go out Tuesday, shoot 2 more birds, and you're done. So you don't always have to follow that. Just that's only for state land. This is mostly all for state land. Ruffed grouse. Don't really see those much around.
No, my
Connecticut.
husband hunts those, and they're not easy to find.
Yeah. Shoot 1 per day, 8 per year. Woodcock, which are, I have a woodcock I have a woodcock in that I mounted one time. They're like really small birds,
Yes.
probably like this big, and they have a really long beak. And when you're hunting them, like, let's say, like, I don't know, that, like, right there, that chair, let's say that's like the woodcock. You could literally walk up to them this close, and that's when they'll finally fly up. So,
Yeah, they're
really-
pretty dumb.
Yeah, they're really dumb. Quail, you see a good amount in Connecticut. Not really. They're mostly stocked birds, which are people who put them out there for others.
Hartford Gun Club does that.
Yeah, the clubs I hunt at do
The
that too.
East Hartford Gunsman Club, Sportsman's Club.
Yep, chucker partridge, which are small gray birds, almost look like Tweety birds, but they're not. And they have a curled beak, which is really weird. And crows, this is finally, since 2015, the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Daily limit is none, season limit is none. But there's only certain days that you can hunt them now. It used to be you can hunt them every legal day, which is no. You still can't hunt on Sundays except for bow hunting now, which is finally good. But now you can only hunt them Monday through Saturday through those days. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday through those days, October 7th, or Wednesday, Friday, Saturday through those days, which I do not get why they started doing that.
Why would you bow hunt a bird?
No, I was just talking about you can only bow hunt on Sundays.
Oh.
So yeah, I've actually seen a bunch of people bow hunt geese and stuff. It's so crazy.
I mean, you bow hunt a turkey, but that's
Yeah.
understandable. They're
Alright.
giant.
Yeah. Alright, hunting regulations. Alright, I got like 10 slides of this. So sit back. Alright, while deer hunting, you must wear 180 square inches of fluorescent orange from the waist up. The regulation does not have to be used while waterfowl or turkey hunting or bow hunting. And I forgot to add that you do not need to use it while you are firearm coyote hunting. Also, you must wear orange while bird hunting. Those birds are pheasants, coots, woodcock, and etc. While hunting waterfowl, the shot you must use is steel, no lead. If you're caught with lead in your possession while waterfowl hunting, you could be fined or even arrested or even have your license taken away.
That's not good.
Which is very bad. You do not want to do that. It's like the worst thing to do while waterfowl hunting. Lowest caliber you can hunt with is a 12 gauge. I forgot. I was like typing this real quick. This one. Really, the lowest one you can hunt with, which is a 410, which is a really small gun. Highest you can hunt with is a 12 gauge. You would think that a 410 would be bigger, but really it's the opposite. I hunt with a 20 gauge and 12 gauge. Some people, other states, you can hunt with 10 gauges, which are the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used to be able to hunt in Connecticut with a 10 gauge.
Yeah, those things, they're big guns.
I've shot one and I almost blew my head off.
Yeah. This clicker's not working good. Alright, so even more regulations. Sunday hunting, possession of hunting implements is open on Sunday, and Sunday hunting is allowed on licensed, private shooting preserve and regulated dog training areas while operated permission from the town. Hunting may also take place on Sundays in permitted field trial events, which is pretty much training for dogs.
Yeah, my husband used to do field trials.
Yeah. Archery deer hunting can hunt on Sunday on private lands only in deer management zones 1, 4B, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I'll show you the zone maps.
This is for archery, Tyler?
Yep.
For both?
Well, this is like the main zone map.
Right.
So we are there. That's Andover. That's Marlboro, Lebanon, Colchester, and there's so many zones. I hunt right, if I can find it, right there. That's where I hunt, Clinton, Connecticut.
You hunt in Clinton?
Yeah, that's where I shot my first deer.
Far
Um,
for that.
So yeah, there's a ton of zones, and they kind of like made it different this year. Instead of just having it like flat like that, they went like this, and then they shot up like that. It used to be zone 9 used to go down to here to Lime, but now they switched it.
Are the zones based on the population of deer in that particular area?
Yeah, kind of, pretty much. Like since zones 11 and 12 you can hunt later, they put that because there's so many deer,
Oh,
mostly in those areas.
okay.
Alright, so, alright, loaded hunting implements, a rifle or shotgun with a live round in the chamber or in a magazine which is attached to rifles, such rifle or shotgun, a muzzleloader firearm with a percussion cap in place, or a flintlock firearm with powder in a pan. That means that pretty much all of that means that it's all loaded. So pretty much when a flint or a percussion cap is a primer, which pretty much sparks, and that's what lights the powder to make the explosion.
So what are they saying about loaded hunting implements, that you can't have them in a certain?
Well, you can, but like if you're walking like close to a house,
Oh,
you cannot, or like you have it like in a car,
okay.
you cannot have like the cap
In that position.
there and like close the muzzleloader closed and everything.
Usually the smartest thing to do is just dismantle them.
Yeah,
Because you can get arrested for having them together.
Yeah, sometimes it's usually not really not, because muzzleloaders, they say like every time you go out with them you should fire them off because it's only one shot, but we don't really fire ours off. It's just a pretty much waste of money and ammo. All right, so hunting not under the influence. No person shall engage in hunting while under the influence or intoxication, liquor or any drug or both, or while impaired by the consumption of intoxicated liquor. Hunting near roads, building, people, and domestic animals. Hunting or shooting from or across the transportation of any public roadway is prohibited. Shooting towards any person, building, or domestic animal while within range is prohibited, which I don't get why they say in range, because in range could mean anything, because you could sight in your gun for 500 yards, and that they could be like, oh, you're in range. Motor vehicle / ATV use, hunting or shooting from a motor vehicle is prohibited. Use of all-terrain vehicles is prohibited on state land. That for handicapped, there's other things, like they have other things.
They have licenses for that.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't use any like quads or anything on state land. On private land you can. Closed seasons, no hunting or training dogs from October 10th through 7 a.m. A bunch of other stuff, so much stuff, so many regulations that I hate. Electronic calling devices. The use of electronic calling devices are prohibited when hunting migratory birds, except crows and turkeys. Electronic calling devices can be used while hunting crows, coyotes, other small game, and deer. I did not know that you can use it for deer. Work. All right. I know there's too many. Shotgun suspension of a shotgun ammunition larger than heavier than 2-shot is prohibited on state-owned land. State leased lands are prohibited. Required hunting areas at all times and prohibited on private lands during the private land shotgun rifle deer season, and permits required in state land hunting areas. Sections for exceptions. However, on any land waterfowl hunting from a boat, blind, or stationary position may use up on size BB steel shot. That pretty much means is you can go out on your boat and let's say you want to go hunt some sea ducks. You can go ahead and hunt them from a boat in the middle of the ocean if you want. That boat cannot be moving though. It must be anchored and staying there. Muzzleloaders. During muzzleloader deer season, a muzzleloader means rifle or shotgun, .45 caliber minimum, in caps of firing or self-containing cartridge using powder and single projectile loaded separately at the muzzle end, which that means you cannot you can't put BBs in there or something, because some people will do that, and it's not good for the gun anyway.
Why would they do that, Tyler?
Because muzzleloaders aren't the most accurate guns. They're black powder. That means there's not really much holding it there, and all it is just a straight barrel. So once that bullet's out, it can do anything. Unlike with a rifle, it's a lot more sharper and stuff. So like it'll cut through the air a little bit better.
And in most rifles, it's like a corkscrew inside.
Yeah, it's rifled,
Yeah.
and so it pretty much guides a little bit better. And there's more, since it's held in a lot better with the bullet, it has more so it won't wiggle around at all, or it has a lot more pressure going to it. Unlike with the black powder, it pretty much just goes boom and the bullet goes. High velocity air guns restricted to use those single barrel or pellet like projectiles. Additional restrictions are to use air guns, and the same for those rifles and handguns. That means you can pretty much go out with your pellet gun if you have your license and shoot squirrels if you want to be quiet, or if you want to, let's say you have them in your backyard. You don't have to be really. You can be close to any house pretty much.
I've done that.
Work. There we go.
Oh my God, Tyler.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, how long did it take you to study all these when you got your license so you knew what you were doing? Did you sit with your
It's
dad?
a 3-day course.
Really?
Yep, 3 days with about 8
Did you write all
hours each.
this, or?
Oh yeah, you have
Oh,
to
no.
sit in a class and